Okay guys, down for our next example. Kung mapapansin nyo, this is a frame assembly. Okay? So, paano ba natin guys ina-analyze yung frame? Of course, this is a method of members. Okay? Kung mapapansin nyo kasi yan, this is the assemble of members A, C, C, D, and D, B. Okay? Ngayon, paano po ba tayo nag-a-analyze ng method of members? Okay? Kadalasan ginagawa natin dito, if isa-solve nyo kasi yan, halimbawa, nag-take ka ng moment dito sa A, at inaalam mo yung support reactions dito and dito. Basically guys, hindi mo yan mahahanap because solving that part using equilibrium equations ng isang buo siya, hindi mo siya basically ma-identify. So, ano yung ginagawa natin pag ganun guys? Diba tulad ng sabi natin, kapag hindi pinutol, hindi sisingaw. Ang sabi sa problem natin, determine the stress in member CD using the given cross-section. Ibig sabihin, eto yung cross-section na binigay ulit sa atin, meron ulit tayong cross-section na binigay dyan. And gain naman guys is member CD yung hinahanap sa atin. Okay? So, I think guys, the best way for us to identify the force in member CD, di ba ang ginagawa natin dyan is ina-isolate natin or kinakat natin yan or ina-isolate natin siya by segment. So, pwede ko bang sabihin na pwede natin i-isolate yung segment na to. Okay? So, isolating that segment, by the way, sisimula ulit tayo sa force, okay? So, isolating this segment, sisingaw na ba yung force sa member CD? O, ititrace ko dito ulit. So, this is point C, and then this is your, this is your D, of course. So, kung ganyan pala, sisingaw na ba siya? Okay, tama. Ibig sabihin, naputol na natin siya at this portion. Okay, pinutol na natin siya, binaklas na natin siya. So, sisingaw na yan. Assuming guys na yung internal force ng CD is papunta doon. Okay, so I think pwede naman yan either way. Okay, either way pwede naman siya. Okay, either way pwede naman na wait lang. Either way, medyo nagkakaroon ng ano. So, either way, pwede naman natin i-assume yan as tension or compression. Okay, ba't ayaw masulatan? Wait lang guys, nag-error yung ano ko. Okay, back ko lang muna saglit. And balik lang ako. Ayan, okay na. So, yun. Either way, kung ano man yung i-assume natin dyan, this is, either this is tension, compression along this cross-section, or tension, okay lang naman. Kasi, okay, method of members naman yung ginagamit nating assumption. So, pwede naman siguro yan. Siguro for compression na i-assume natin, maiba naman, okay? Or sige, gusto nyo tension para hindi na tayo magkaano. Pinutol mo, i-assume mo ngayon na ang force sa member na yan is what? Ang force sa member na yan is tension. For example, yung member CD natin is inassume mo as tension. Nagkakaintindihan? So, ngayon guys, ano po ba yung tingin yung kulang dito? Since naka-incline yan at a certain degree angle, pwede ko bang i-trace or i-retrace yung ating dimensions? Bakit? Kasi pinutol lang natin siya, ulitin ko lang ulit for the second time around, that yung dimensions natin is intact dapat, kahit maputol siya. Since imaginary lang ang cutting na to. So, this is 8 feet. Okay? So, yan. So, pagdating dyan, so okay na. So, pwede ba tayo mag-take ng angle at this portion? Okay, pwede ba? So, I think, yes, ang sabi dyan is 6 feet daw. Ito, kung dito lang tayo tumingin. Okay, di ba may bubuo tayong triangle dito? Tama. So, we have 8 feet dito. We have 6 feet dito naman. Kung kukunin natin yung angle, simply, yung theta na yan is equal to, arctangent ng opposite, which is 6/8. So, tingin nyo, ilan yan? Okay, so 6/8, siguro yung theta natin dito, arctangent ng 6/8, ay tulad lang ng sa kanina, galing, 36.87 degrees. If that's the case, so okay na tayo for the angle. So, okay na tayo sa angle, this is 36.87. Ngayon, sir, paano po natin mahahanap yung force CD? Okay? So, guys, 'di ba, pag take tayo ng moment sa B, di ba may chance na makuha na natin yung force sa member CD? Paano po yun, sir? Okay? So, let's see. Paano nga ba yun? Okay? Summation at moment at B is equal to 0 considering counterclockwise positive na clockwise positive, sorry, doon ako lagi namamali. Basta tingnan niyo na lang diagram, ano. So, is equal to 0. So, if nag-take tayo ng moment, ano ba yung mga force na kino-consider natin dyan? Unahin natin, of course, itong uniformly distributed or uniformly varying load. Varying yan kasi triangle. Ngayon, you all know that yung centroid ng uniformly varying load is simply located at centroid. Okay, hindi na natin yan yun. Pero ang centroid niya is around dito. Tama? Okay? So, ibig sabihin, 1/3 yun ng base from the highest point. So, this is 1/3 ng base. Di ba't ganyan yung ano? And from this one naman is 2/3 ng base. Okay? Paano po ba tayo kumukuha ng resultant ng triangular force? Or triangular distributed or the uniformly varying load? Hindi ba area? So, kung ang area natin or ang base natin dito is 9, tama, this is 9 feet, okay? Ang magiging height natin, hindi ba itong 700 feet? Hindi ba ayan yon? So, kung ganun pala guys, can we say that, kunin mo natin yung force, which is, force muna to or the resultant force, 1/2 ng base is 9, ang height natin dyan will be 700 pounds, okay? Ang magiging moment arm niya na nga ulit is mula dito, okay? Ang perpendicular distance niya is 2/3 ng base. Ang base ng triangle natin is 9. So, ibig sabihin, this will be 2/3 ng 9. At saka, paano ba siya iikot? Okay? Sasalpukin niya pala, okay, iikot pala tong force natin na to ng counterclockwise from the point B. So, this is negative. Nagkakaintindihan ba? I hope that's clear. So, kung ganun, pwede na ba tayo mag-proceed doon sa ating force CD? Since incline yan, napapansin nyo ba that this is our force CD? Ayan. Sige, green na lang natin. Lakayan ko konti. Okay. Ayan guys, yung force CD natin. Kung mapapansin nyo, di ba nga incline siya at a certain degree angle. Tama. So, ibig sabihin lang, di ba pagka, okay, di ba pagka itinrace ko to, the angle is still, di ba ito yon by theorems of angle, this is 36.87 degrees still. Nagkakaintindihan? So, ibig sabihin, naka-incline siya at 36.87 degree from the horizontal axis. Ibig bang sabihin nun, pwede mong sabihin that yung CD mo is merong CDY or the vertical component, and as well as you have CDX. Safe to say ba yan? Of course, safe to say yan. So ngayon, yung CD kasi natin is hindi mo yan pwedeng kunan ng direktang moment dahil naka-incline yan. Ibig sabihin, wala yung makakreate na perpendicular distance. Ano ngayon yung makakreate ng perpendicular distance? Hindi ba etong CDY? Okay? So yung CDY natin is basically, take a look at this. Ang CDY natin, hindi ba yung CDY natin is simply CD sine of 36.87 kasi vertical component yung kinukuha natin. At nakaganyan yan, okay? Mapapansin mo, pababa yan. Ito yung perpendicular distance, iikot ngayon yan, counter clockwise din. So this is negative, this is also negative, negative CD sine of 36.87. Okay, at ang moment arm niya is mula dito sa B, di ba 9 din yun? So, multiplied by 9. Makukuha ko na ba yung CD? So, 0 is equal to negative. By the way, guys, ang assumption natin sa force CD is tension. Kaya away siya. Okay? 1/2 multiplied by 9 multiplied by 700. Okay, multiplied by 2/3 of 9. Minus X sine of 36.87 multiplied by 9. So, shift solve, makukuha natin guys, yung CD natin is simply equal to 3499 o sabihin natin 3499 kasi yan, 0.99 pounds Or sabihin negative negative. So, CD natin is equal to negative 3,000, let's say 3,500 pounds na lang. Ano yung connotation ng negative? Alam natin guys na inassume natin siya as tension. Therefore, ang correct sign niya dapat or ang correct direction niya dapat is towards the cross section or compression. Okay, so 3,500 pounds compression. Okay, so tingin ko, para mas maganda, kunin natin siya in terms of KSI. Okay, by the way, this is in inches siguro. Okay, inches. Okay, now, kunin siguro natin siya as KSI. Diba, ang KSI natin is equal to kips per inches square. Eh sir, ano po yung kips? Di ba alam natin that kips, di ba 1 kip, 1 kips, sige, bahala na English na, balitan ko, baka i-judge nyo ako. So, di ba 1 kip is equal to 1,000 pound. O, pwede ko bang sabihin that yung 3.5 kip is equal to 3,000 pound din? O, sige, i-convert na nga natin. So, CD is equal to 3,500 pound times in every 1,000 pound, di ba merong 1 kip? So, this will be 3.5 kip. So, alisin natin yan. So, okay na tayo sa force. Okay, ayan ngayon yung internal. Okay guys, so basically rin na tayo sa pagkuha ng force. Na-solve natin siya that we have 3 kips or 3.5 kips for member CD. Now guys, tutungo na tayo sa area kasi wala naman tayong di ba? Wala naman, hindi lang naman yung force ang consideration natin. So, compute din natin yung area, of course. So, given a cross-section ng member CD, ibig sabihin, pag pinutol mo yung makikita mo is etong cross-section na to. By the way, mali ito. This is 8.0 inch. Okay? This is 4.0 inch or inches. This is 20.0 inches. At ang thickness, okay? Ang thickness, hindi ko pala nailagay dyan, is equal to 2.0 inches. Ibig sabihin, pag pinutol mo to, 2 and 2. Okay? So, ngayon, ibig sabihin, kailangan natin kunin yung area. Yung ngayon, yung bahala maghati. Okay? Hatiin nyo siya sabi ko nga sa inyo, in the most efficient way possible. So, di ba, pwede ko siyang hatiin dito. Tama ba? And ito din. And ito din. Okay? So, symmetrical lang din naman yan. Hindi lang nakalagay dito. But this is also palitan natin. So, this is also 4.0 inch. Now, guys, since alam nyo that this is 2, di ba tama? 2 inches yung thickness across all the di ba? So, 2 yan. Alam nyo that this is also, yan 2 inches nga yan. So, makukuha na ba natin siya? Okay. So, kung 8 inches yan, babawasan mo ng 2 sa kaliwa, ito 2 sa kaliwa, and then 2 sa kanan. Ibig sabihin, itong portion na to is also, will be 4.0, tama? 8 minus 2 is equal to 4. Ito kasi yung portion na pahatiin natin na yan. Okay? So, kung ganun pala, makusolve na natin. Tama ba? Unahin natin, per area, unahin natin itong portion na to. So, this is 20 inches multiplied by 2 na thickness. So, we have 20 multiplied by 2. Okay? Ngayon naman, for this portion right here, this is 4.0 times ang thickness niyan, sabi ko nga sa inyo kanina, this is also 2. Tama? So, ibig sabihin, plus 4 multiplied by 2. Alam mo na symmetrical yan, so i-multiply mo na lang din to by 2. Tama? So, ibig sabihin, since alam mo naman na symmetrical yung area na yon, i-times mo na lang sa 2. And down for the last one, ito naman, same lang din sila halos ng cross-section. So, this will be equal to, plus mo yung 4, multiplied by 2, at ulitin mo lang dahil symmetrical naman sila. I hope that's clear sa pagkuha ng area. Nagkakaintindihan ba? So, we have 4.0 inches multiplied by 2 inches na thickness, yun yung area. At since symmetrical sila, inulit lang natin. Kaya sa minultiply ng 2 dito, minultiply dyan. Nagkakaintindihan po ba? So, kung ganun pala, okay na. Solving the area, we have So, 20 multiplied by 2 plus 4, plus 4 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 plus another 4 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. Okay? This is 72 inches square. Okay, kung okay na tayo dyan, kung okay na tayo for that hindi ba ang pagkuha ng stress sa CD or in any member is simply equal to the force over the area. So, ang force natin is 3.5 kips. Ang area natin is 72 inches square. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, yung stress sa CD natin is equal to 3.5 over 72 is simply equal to 0.0486 kips per inches square or KSI. So, ito ngayon yung ating stress sa member CD. Kung PSI yan, pounds lang i-input natin. Sige, kunin ko. Kung PSI ang gusto natin, we have 3,500 pounds, di ba? Bago natin i-convert into kips. And 72 inches square. So, basically, by PSI naman, yung stress in CD natin is equal to 3,500 over 72. So, this is 48.61 PSI. So, 48.61 PSI. So, ayan na ngayon guys, yung stress natin sa member CD. Okay? Bakit ko ba in-include yung ganitong type ng example? Actually, meron akong reason bakit kung bakit ko siya ito in-include ko. Okay? Kasi ito muna. Basta in KSI, 0.0486 and PSI is 48.61. Okay? So, bakit ba ganito guys yung in-include ko na example? Trivia lang to, no? Kasi, makinig mabuti, CD lang. Sir, bakit ganun sa ibang hinahanap pa yung DB, yung AC member, eto. Guys, nasa normal stress pa lang tayo, okay? So, ibig sabihin, ang kino-consider lang muna natin is the normal stress or the force acting perpendicular to the cross-sectional area. Sa thrust analysis, meron nga tayong tinatawag na two-force member. Two-force member. Okay? Tension or compression lang yun na experience ng ating two-force member. Kung titingnan nyo mabuti, yung member CD natin is a two-force member. Bakit ba two-force member yung member CD? Because either tension or compression lang, yun na experience niya. Sir, paano naman po itong DB? Hindi po ba two-force member lang din yan? Magkamukha lang naman po sila ng itsura? Hindi guys. Kasi, meron ka ng applied loads dito. Same with this one. Okay? Ibig sabihin, hindi lang tension or compression yung mararamdaman ng body mo. Ano pa? Makakaramdam din yan ng shear and moment. So, yun yung hindi pa papasok ngayon. Paano po ba yun, sir? Di ba sabi ko sa inyo, guys, di ba, ang cross-section natin, for example, ayan, pagka perpendicular sa kanya, ang tawag dyan, normal stress. Tama? O, halimbawa, kinuha natin yung member, DB. Okay? Tapos, dinrawing ko yung force niya. Ngayon, nakuha nga natin dyan yung resultant na nandito. So, ito yung force P niya, for example. Hindi ba, guys, that if ito yung cross-section natin, if ayan yung cross-section ng ating member, hindi ba yung force na to is perpendicular or parallel? Parallel na siya doon sa cross-sectional area. Ibig sabihin, yung force P na to is shear force na yan. Which is, hindi pa natin siya i-explain dito sa discussion na to. So, yun lang. So, ibig sabihin, kaya ito pinili ko kasi nga gusto ko ma-explain sa inyo that not all members ay two-force members. So, yung compression at tension na na-experience are just the two-force members only. Ibig sabihin, ito lang makaka-experience ng tension and compression stresses alone. Yun lang ma-experience niya. Okay? Kasi wala naman siya. Pero kung lalagyan ko dito pala, okay, additional, last na, kung lalagyan ko dito ng forces yan, hindi na yan two-force member. Okay? Kasi makaka-experience na rin yan ng force parallel to the cross-section area. I hope that's clear. So, yun lang. Today's Friday and yun lang. Nagdagdag lang naman tayo ng examples nga. I hope you're enjoying your weekend. Okay? So, see you next meeting.